Why I'm starting YouTube at 50? Because it's never too late. Have you ever wanted to do something but you talked yourself out of it? Maybe you thought I'm too old. People are going to laugh at me. What if nobody watches? What if I fail? Well, that's exactly where I've been. I'm 50 years old and today I'm finally doing something that I've been thinking about for a very long time. I'm starting a YouTube channel. Not because I have all the answers, not because I'm comfortable behind the camera, but because I finally realized something. The one thing standing between me and the life that I want was me. Who am I? My name is Latifa. I'm just an ordinary woman from Stockton, California who's trying to build a better future for myself and for my family. I've worked regular jobs, I've tried different businesses, I've succeeded at some things, and I've also failed at some things. But one thing I never stopped doing is dreaming. I've always had ideals, business ideas, ways to make money, ways to help people, ways to improve life, just so many different ideas. But for years, I kept all of those ideas in my own head. And you might ask, like, why did I wait so long? Well, if I'm being honest, fear had a lot to do with it. I don't naturally like being in front of the camera. I'm actually pretty shy. Well, not shy, but camera shy. I worry about how I looked, how I was going to be perceived, if I was too old, what would people think, what they laugh, what they judge me, what would they say. Maybe they would say, who does this girl think she is? And if you felt that way too, maybe you want to start a business or write a book or go back to school, lose weight, or even start a YouTube channel. But you've been waiting for the perfect time. Here's what I realized. Perfect never comes. Listening to other people's opinions, one thing that I've learned is that people will always have something to say. If you don't try, they're going to wonder why you didn't try. If you do try, they're going to criticize that too. So even if they criticize whatever they say, whose opinion are you going to listen to? The people who's talking or the future version of yourself? That question changed everything for me. What really scared me, the funny thing is, I wasn't actually afraid of YouTube. I was afraid of being seen, being vulnerable, putting myself out there, not knowing whether anybody was going to watch, not knowing if people were going to like me. But then I realized if I never start, I'll never know. So I'm refusing to spend the next 10 years wondering what if. So I am starting now. I'm starting because I still have dreams. I still want to grow and I want to learn. I still want to inspire people. I want to show that life doesn't stop after 50. And in many ways, it can actually just begin at 50. Yep. I want it to become my advantage. I've lived. I've made mistakes. I've learned lessons. And maybe those lessons can help someone else. So what you can expect here. This channel is not about pretending that everything is perfect. It's about figuring life out together. It's about sharing my business ideas, ways that I'm trying to make extra income, the wins, the failures, the lessons, home projects, and just life after 50. Things that I'm learning with AI, I'll share those. If I plan to write a book, I'll share those ideas. I'm just going to share my journey of financial freedom and just things that I'm learning along the way. And I hope to encourage people. If I mess up, you're going to see it. If I succeed, you're going to see that too. This is a real journey. What I hope this does is to maybe help someone who's watching, who's maybe 45 or 52 or 60, thinking that they've missed their chance. I hope this video reminds you that your story isn't over. The only deadline that really matters is the one we create in our own mind. We spend so much time worrying about what other strangers and people are going to think that we never become the person that we're capable of becoming. Well, I'm done with that. I'm making myself one promise. I'm not quitting after one video or 10 videos. I'm going to keep showing up, even when it's awkward, and even when the views are low, even when I don't feel confident, because confidence doesn't just usually come first, action does. So I'm going to keep on staying at this And so if you're still here watching this, I thank you. Whether you're one person who watches or a million, I'm grateful that you spent these few minutes with me. And if you've been wanting to start something, let this be a sign to you. Me encourage you. Let us encourage each other. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you're starting. Let's prove together that it's never too late to chase a dream. I'll see you in the next video.